Hey everyone, and welcome back to another great under $5 eShop deals video. Now we're currently still working our way through that huge New Year's sale, and you know what? There are a ton of amazing games that are under that $5 price point. So today's list is really focusing on those great, amazing budget deals. Now just as usual, about halfway through the video, we're going to be doing the giveaway for two $5 eShop gift cards. If you want to participate in future giveaways, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below in the video. You then tune into the regular eShop deals video, which will be on the weekend, and you find out if you won. If you want any more info, all the contest rules are down below in the description of the video. Now, just in case you missed them, I'll be linking down below also the two other videos that are covering this New Year's sale, because there are really a ton of great games available at all prices. However, if you do take a look in today's Sizzle reel, I did put a couple of the really standout titles that were under $5 and already featured in previous lists. Now anyway, with all that stuff out of the way, let's jump straight into the deals. Don't forget, as you're watching the video, if you do like what you're seeing, to please hit that like button. So we're starting off today with a great deal on Dogurai that is now back to 60% off, dropping the price to only $1.99, and this one is actually running till January 21st. Now if you're a regular here on the channel, you've probably heard of Dogurai before. It is honestly one of my favorite Game Boy style 2D action platformers currently on the Nintendo Switch. Now the general level designs and gameplay feeling does resemble a lot the feeling from an old school Mega Man game. However, instead of a robot equipped with a blaster, you're playing as a samurai dog equipped with a sword. Now I will say that this game is challenging, however it also offers an unlimited lives mode, meaning that it is approachable for any type of player. There's also a nice level of replayability here, as finishing the game unlocks a secondary character that has a totally different style of play. Now next, we have a great deal on the whole Deponia series. So these are 4 games that are all 90% off, dropping the price to only $1.99, and these deals will be running till January 17th. Now this is another series that I talk about on a regular basis. However, the more I play these games, the more I fall in love with them, because they overall are some great point-and-click adventures with a really awesome comedy-based adventure. And I would definitely say that this is a series that gets better throughout each and every game. The first one sets the stage, so you sort of have to go through it, but each game after that just becomes funnier and funnier, and the puzzles become better and better. If you're into point-and-click adventures at only $2, I would say these 4 games are must-haves for your Nintendo Switch. Now next we have the Doom series that has actually multiple entries at under $5. First we have Doom, Doom 2, and Doom 64 that are all 50% off at $2.49. And lastly we have Doom 3 coming in at $4.99, all of them running till January 17th. Now the Doom series is among some of the greatest retro-styled shooters that is currently available once again on the Nintendo Switch. And I would say that my personal favorite out of the picks that I mentioned really has to be Doom 64 and Doom 3. Those are the 2 standalone titles that should definitely be experienced even if you don't pick up the whole pack. There is one warning I do want to give. In a previous video, I had featured the Doom Slayers collection that is currently $24.99, which gives you Doom 2016 and all of these retro titles for $24. If you're looking at picking up the whole series, that is a much better pickup than picking them up individually. However, if you were looking at only spending under $5 on 1 or 2 games, well, you can pick up any of these here on the list. Now next, I want to look at some entries from the Sega Ages collection. So now we have multiple entries on sale. I would say there are 3 standout titles in my opinion. You have one of them here on the screen, which is Thunder Force AC. There is also Lightning Force that is on sale. That is another amazing space shooter. And finally, there is also Space Harrier. And all 3 of the games are 65% off, dropping to $2.79, and basically will be running once again till January 17th. Now, if I'm totally honest, there are other really good games in the Sega Ages collection. However, I do think that these 3 titles are some of the titles that have aged the best and that can offer tons of great gameplay even based on today's standards. Now, both Thunder Force and Lightning Force are great space shooters from the same series. Lightning Force is basically the Sega Genesis port of Thunder Force 4, while Thunder Force AC is the arcade port of Thunder Force 3. And lastly, we have Space Harrier that pretty much pioneered the fake 3D shooter where you're shooting from behind the pilot. But as I said earlier, at this price, these are some great retro pickups, and I really do find that the gameplay stands up to today's standards. Now, our next entry will be Mighty Gunvolt Burst, that is now 60% off, dropping the price to only $3.99, and once again will be running till January 17th, and on top of it, this will be my pick of the week. Now, this is once again a retro Mega Man style title. However, I'm going to tell you right away, this game offers 9 playable characters, each with their totally different playstyle that will actually sometimes resemble much more a Mega Man Zero title. Now, if you're worried about the bad rap that Mighty Number 9 would have gotten on other consoles, well, you know what? If it had gameplay as good as Mighty Gunvolt Burst, it would have been another classic title. And this is another game that the more I'm playing it, the more I fall in love with it. And each time I try a new character, it flips the gameplay on its head. This is once again a must-have title for any fan of retro action platformers or just the Mega Man series in general. Oh, and as a final note, it also offers a free downloadable demo. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Matt92685, who said, DK, Gunvolt, and Kaze, amazing run of platformers in this video. And you are quite right, Matt, those are amazing platformers, and I would say right now, this is probably, quality-wise, one of the best sales of the year. And now our second winner for today is going to be Paul Martin, who said, another great video, the digital sales just don't seem to be stopping, long may it continue. And you're right, Paul, it is that time of the year from pretty much November to mid-January, the deals just don't stop coming. So now, all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. Next, we have another couple of games that are on sale, with Batman the Telltale series and Enemy Within both being 67% off, dropping the price to only $4.94, and once again running till January 17th. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this series, these are some great Batman adventures done in an almost visual novel type of gameplay. And I would say that this is one of the main series that helped my conversion in actually getting into visual novels. I really didn't think I would enjoy the gameplay, but if you are a fan whatsoever of Batman, these are actually some really great stories, and overall, the gameplay becomes really gripping, even though it's not necessarily a direct action title. But overall, if you're on the fence, right now at 67% off would be a great time to give it a try, because only $4.94, these are really some great experiences. Now next, we have another series that has a couple of titles on sale, the Blaster Master Zero series that has the first 2 entries currently 50% off, only $4.99, and once again running till January 17th. Now this series is a revival of an NES classic series that basically blends 2D side-scrolling platforming with also top-down action gameplay. And once again, I've said it often today, but this is definitely among one of my favorite retro series. I even invested in importing a physical version of the trilogy from Japan. And once again, this is another series that gets better and better with each entry. The first one is pretty much the reimagining of the original title, the second and third ones are more original entries, and they just keep getting better at each entry. And this is another series that if you're on the fence, the first one is also offering a free downloadable demo. Now next on our list of great deals for today, we have Bloodstained Curse of the Moon that is now 50% off, dropping the price once again to only $4.99 and running till January 17th. Now in a previous video, I also featured the second one that is also on sale, however at above the $5 mark. So in this video, I thought it was time to really bring some attention to the first one, because although this is a first of the entry, it is not any lesser of one. It is nonetheless a great Castlevania-inspired 2D action platformer that will really remind you heavily of Castlevania 3. And once again, it is a fantastic reimagining of the series that, although it has a retro style, really does put in a lot of quality of life upgrades that we expect from modern titles. And this is another game that I would say that although the base gameplay is fairly challenging, there's a variety of difficulty modes, really making it accessible once again to everyone. Now, after taking a look at Bloodstained, obviously we had to mention that the Castlevania Anniversary Collection is now also on sale, 75% off, only $4.99. and yet again running till January 17th. Now, I've said it multiple times in the past, but this is definitely among one of my favorite retro collections that you can currently pick up, and when you're getting it at only $5, it is a total steal, because I paid full price for it and I was perfectly happy with what I got. And I've got to say that the standouts here in this collection definitely have to be the original Castlevania, Castlevania 3, Super Castlevania 4, and lastly, Kid Dracula that had never released an official English release before this collection. Overall, just a truly great pickup at only $5. Now, if we talked about the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, we obviously also have to mention that the Contra Anniversary Collection is also 75% off, dropping the price to only $4.99, and once again running till January 17th. Now, this is another collection of retro classics, however, this time run-and-gun shooters, and I would say that most of these games still stand up very well today. Now, in this awesome pack, you're getting 10 releases, and I would say that all of them are worth playing. However, if I had to pick some standouts, there would obviously be the original Contra, the arcade version. You would have Super Contra, Contra 3 Alien Wars, and I would say Contra Hardcores would be my top choices in this collection. But once again, if you want some of the best run-and-gun shooters that you can get from the retro era at only $5, this collection is just another steal. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with some other amazing budget games to consider. So that was pretty much it for today's list of under $5 eShop deals. Now I want to hear from all of you in the comments down below. What games are you going to be picking up for this week? Also, before we go, I always want to take a couple of seconds to really thank my channel supporters. The memberships are available down below in the description of the video, but it really helps the channel out in a huge way. And don't forget, just before we go, if you did like the content, consider hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.